Hello, lobotomized tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Lobotomy Corporation with your manager, BlueAnkylo. We're still streaming live, as you do, but we're ready for the third day, and I did recruit into the team Rides with Queens and Jelkatian. I probably, as always, butcher every pronunciation of name, but there you go, two newbies. And fella got the fancy armor, if you're wondering. Because he worked on the bird so much, I felt it was only fair that he got the beak armor, the Teth beak armor. It's, you know, sleek, without a dent. It's great. It is a little bit better than the penitence armor, so that's good. And everybody else has, you know, at least the basic penitence weapon and armor. So we've got one sin armor, except for fella who has little bird armor. And then, just so I can show you this right now before I forget, where is it? Yes, this is the chart I was looking for. So the difference here, I don't want to read all these. There's a lot of information if you ever want to look it up. The reason the Teth class is better is also because of the way the damage formulas work. So if you're wearing Zayn armor fighting something stronger than you, well, I don't know if it goes to -1, whatever. Point is, there's another modifier which you can see here that compares your armor quality to the target's difficulty level, basically. So if you're way higher level, you take way less damage, and if you're way lower level, you take way more damage. So not only does the Teth armor 0.7 against red is better than 0.9, but it's also way better than that because it's a level up. So that's sort of the way it works. The goal here early on is to get everyone into Teth as quickly as possible, and then hopefully He or Wa within reasonable time frame. If you don't get to Aleph, like Aleph is the top tier, it's very rare. But you can't work your way up the higher difficulty abnormalities without moving up to at least Teth or He. There's nothing you can do with that without those, basically. You're stuck fighting the super weak guys. So anyway, that's the basic idea. Higher tier armor is doubly beneficial. Alright, let's go. Alright, day 3. So our mission is to stop a meltdown 8 times. We could definitely do that if we just extend the day a little bit. Eventually, going multiple cycles will have other problems. But early game, we can do that as many times as we want, and that's no big deal. So we'll probably just do 8 cycles today, and that'll be our quest. Okay, so we've got a cute little puppy. Look at that. It's a little white dog. Now, I know it didn't work on the bird, but I feel like we should try instinct on the dog, right? Dogs probably have more instinctual behaviors. I mean, we could try to go for emotional answer. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really remember most of these options, which ones are best. I think because fella has the best armor, he has the best chance to live. And I know instinct didn't work on the bird, but maybe this time. Speaking of the bird, we'll go practice up in the background, just to keep people busy, basically, while we're watching this. And we'll speed up a little bit while we're walking. Alright, here you go. Fella gets to be our number 1. Alright. Its fur is so fluffy and soft. It's good for your depression. So far, we're off to a good start. Tied. 1-1. 2-1. Many employees have seen at least 55 pictures taken in various angles of it. It is a good enough reason to demote you if you don't like the dog. Not doing great. Come on, fella. As I say it, sometimes mysterious parts of human skeleton is found around it, but, you know, who cares? It's fine. It's so cute. Come on, fella. Bad reaction, but you're not dead. That's something. Let's see what his HP's at. He lived. 6 out of 17. I have a feeling it would kill anybody else because he's got quite a lot better armor. So I think he's the only one that can possibly survive. And he's still got a red, which is not great. So he's going to need to go back and heal now. So we'll speed things up. Meanwhile, we'll spend some more time working on the bird. And I'd like to get Finn and Blue to level 2 Temperance off of 1 Sin while we're waiting. While we train other people up in Sanity. Or Prudence. Well, fella, you're not ready. We've got 60 seconds, 50 seconds. Once that ticks up, how you doing here? You're gonna need to be full health for this one. Well, Rides is already dead. Look, this first day might just be a write-off. I'm really demonstrating amazing skills here. I thought we could survive the bird. What a mean bird. Alright. Well, forget about that. Let's just learn about the dog. We made it in time. So we're going to try to use Temperance here to be friendly with it. Its fur is so fluffy, yeah. Yeah, the pictures. We've seen most of these already. Oh, I mixed up. I should have gone in here first. 6 points is enough to get a tip. It likes the instinct work the most, so I did pick the right one. It just didn't work. I got a bad. When other work, then instinct was done on it, the clip-off counter reduced on medium chance. Ugh. So instinct was correct. Although it looks like we got better results out of... Well, fella. You're just not that good with dogs. Squoosh. So, you may notice the first trumpet and the emergency things all over the place. It's a bad sign, generally. Alright. So, let's just say we try a different strategy here. I gotta say, we're not off to an amazing start. I think we do have good early monsters if we can stop dying to them. We just have to get past this early hurdle, and we'll be able to train up a lot faster because they're both going to give us good stats. It's just... we're a little bit too weak right now to handle it. Wait, not me. I can't handle this thing. Bella, you get in there. Punishing Bird will be... oof. Sure hope I can survive. And, I mean, there's no reason you can't train Instinct on 1 Sin. It's just... it's less successful than these two. Insight and Attachment. We need people to not die to either of these, and that's going to be a little bit tricky. Now, if we could get more of these armors, it'd be a lot safer. That's going better. Alright. This is off to a much better start. I didn't change anything. We did Instinct again first try, just like last time, except instead of getting a bad, he's going to get like a perfect. Or nearly a perfect. Funny. Funny game. So there's obviously some RNG. There's some random variables hidden in here. Oh, because we got way more points, actually. Well, let's go for 2 tips. Clip-off counter decreases when the work was bad. So we got, like, double failures there last time. That's probably why it escaped. Alright, fella, you gotta hold this together. You survive this, and you will be... you will gain enough HP that you'll never die to these two again, probably. Come on, don't you die. Finn. This is looking a little bit better than the one that got him killed last time. Meanwhile, fella... Doing fine. He's doing fine. Also, you can see we got 1 out of 8 for that suppression there. Alright, he did not die. Good job, fella. And it will get better as we get these things ticked off. Don't worry. It'll get easier. Alright, when it escapes, it voluntarily returns after attacking an employee and taking something from their deceased body. That's probably what happened. It killed somebody, ate them, and then went back home. You know, attachment actually works okay on the bird. I sometimes like to just test out, you know, you can see kind of an indicator on how successful you'll be. But we really need the highest, and insight is still the highest. Because if we fail too many times, we just die, so we can't risk it yet. The only one that we could risk it on is probably One Sin. Not getting good results on him won't kill us. But on either of these, it probably will. And I know we could end, but I'd like to get the quest done here if we can. So we're probably going to stick around on this day for a little bit longer. Which is good, because we need the armor and stuff. And the stats, and we just need everything. Alright, who's going to put this bird down? I think I got it. I'll be okay. Oof! Oof, fella! What was that? That was terrible! What are you sleeping on the job, buddy? Come on, don't fail me. So the problem is, a bad result definitely reduced the counter by 1. So if it starts at 2, it's already down to 1. If we fail again, it'll escape, and that'll be somebody dead. Fella, all I can say is, do not fail twice in a row. Or we're gonna have a really bad time. That's not great. Alright, well we actually timed that pretty well, so it worked out. Alright, fella, come on. Oh, we know its name. It's, Paday, I guess, or something like that. Man. Fella! Why? Why are you not successful? Well, we're dead. I should never pick the dog. There's, like, no chance. We're too low level. Yeah, we can't even get away from it. Wow. We need to get a 7 or higher, basically. You can see, it's a 10th class, same as the bird. But, wow, I was not expecting to have this much trouble. So how do we... I think for science... But, like, I'm almost positive that if I send anyone else in there, they're dead. Like, I don't even think we can survive the action without the bird armor. Speaking of which, because fella's dead, we lost one of the bird armor. Great. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine anyone else being more successful here. Except for Finn just suddenly does it perfectly. We have to get a 7 to not die, and that was a 6, so that was still a bad. If something starts going bad, can you run away? As long as you've got max energy, we could end the day here. So I might have been able to save fella's life if I just ended. But that doesn't get us our quest, or it doesn't make any progress. And the problem is, if you steamroll backwards, snowballs into not good. You basically, not being able to finish these guys today just makes the next day even worse, in my opinion. I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to get through this, because right now, we can't even work Paday, because we're getting fails every time. And I'm not actually sure how we're going to get past that. Because, as far as I know... we're already working on the best option. So the only other thing we can do is raise our stats. So maybe more temperance would increase our success chance. Or it's just all down to ridiculously dumb luck. Look at this. Suddenly, easy, 10 points. Huh. I mean, we don't even need a good. All you need is a normal, technically. I'm thinking. How do we not... Like, I don't have to reset just because fella's dead. We could just accept that he died. And it does get easier as you finish the research. It might be that, because I spent all the time working on temperance here for Blue and Finn, that we actually have better odds than Fella did, even though it doesn't say it. As long as he doesn't kill us. How much damage did that do? Yeah, he's not actually killing us with our armor. I thought I needed Fella because he had better armor. But it might be better to use the people with slightly better stats. Yeah, well, the dog got out, Fella. Your corpse was over there, but it got eaten. You did let the... You're not supposed to let the dog out, actually. I think I'm going to restart the day. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to get a drink, and then I will come back in a couple seconds, and we'll try again. I'm just going to look at the stats here for a second, but I think what I've learned is I actually might have the best odds just because I have a higher work success rate. And I don't actually need the fancy armor that Fella has. I mean, his success rate is almost identical. So this is... I don't understand why we kept failing. But yeah, I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be right back. I'll just clip these videos together. Sorry, guys. Alright, we're back. Let's get into this again. So, what have we learned? That I should have spent more time on day 1 and 2 grinding stats out, and I didn't. But such is life. Alright, we're going to try it out with Lou, because I seem to have the highest temperance skills. We'll see if that works. Meanwhile, clearly we need more people with high temperance work success. And Fella should be able to survive the bird to get his sanity prudence to level 2. That's easy enough. Alright. We just need to not fail on the work here. We need, what did I say, 7 or something at least? So, don't be terrible. Come on. There we go. So that's not a failure on our first attempt. That's better. And I didn't die. Only did about half my life in damage. You know, that's great. Bella will keep working on the bird a couple times. The new guys, Jelka and Rides, will just work on their basic level stuff. And I'm gonna go try again on the dog. I'm gonna save my points because I want to unlock the cheapest ones first. 16 total, 12, 12. So you can get to success rate 5 faster if you just do those two in terms of total points. So that's kind of my logic there. That worked out pretty well. Fella's doing real good work on the bird. He's just the bird guy now. He's got the bird armor. He's making us lots of boxes on the birds. He can suppress it just fine. It's great. I apparently am the dog whisperer. So that's me, actually. That's a good result there. Meanwhile, the rest of the team... I did say, like, attachment's probably what's missing, so we should do that. Alright, fella, you just keep working that bird. Everybody's gonna want some guns. I mean, the bird gives you guns, right? Come on, that's not all bad. I'm working on the dog that's killed us. I mean, the dog's killed more people than the bird, I think. Ah, you're doing fine. Look at that. 9 out of 12. That's a good score. I'm really more worried about myself over here. So hopefully I can get another 6 or 7. Ah, come on! What am I doing? 6! Alright, I got 6, which is bad. But it means I can click... I got just enough points to get success rate up. And hopefully that means we're not going to get another bad. Because, man, I don't think I could... If we get another bad, the clip-off counter will go out and it'll freak out. Oh, don't worry about that. That's fine. That's fine. I was probably supposed to send fella back in because it had a clip-off meltdown and I didn't suppress it, so the bird got out. Man! We're just having a great old day here. So the bird's out. So, okay, last episode we learned that if you attack the bird, you die. Remember, though, that the bird says that it goes back on its own. That is the goal. But the trick is it will just peck at people like that. So we need this guy to not die. Just a couple hits on fella. Actually, fella can probably tank the bird better than anybody. You just stay there. Everybody else get out of there. You'll be fine, fella. Just let it peck at you a little bit. It's for the greater good. How are you doing for health, anyway? Look at that. You got lots of HP left. 3 more hits. He's still got 11 HP, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still at 9 HP. He doesn't get regenerated while there's a monster in it, which is unfortunate. Oh, look! The bird's leaving! Alright, good. So, I guess what I didn't explain, and I suppose it would have been a bit of a spoiler, was that the bird goes out, it basically... It doesn't do very much damage. It just pecks at people, does a little bit of damage. But if you just evade it, it stays out for a much longer time before it goes back. So the best way to get it to go back is to just let it peck at somebody, like poor old fella there. And then it doesn't take too long and he goes home. So, there's that. And then if I fail on Pade, I'm gonna be real mad. Fella's gonna make friends with the bird again. Come on, serious music, you can settle down. Yeah, see, we're fine. Nobody died. Happy music's back. Fella is very good at... Alright, so that's Pade. We just cannot fail at these, I mean, I guess if it does break out, I can escape now. But no, I got to 7, so we're good. This was a much better success. Good. I feel like I need to spend a little bit of time here farming up some stats, because, man, we're just not super successful at this tier of monster right now. So, that's what I'm going to do, a couple extra trips here. Now, I need to go get back into this room before too long, or else Pade will escape, and we've seen that, so let's get back in there. Oh, wait, wrong one. Instinct. Didn't it say, like, if you don't use Instinct, the clip-off counter goes down? Yeah, if you anything but Instinct, it starts to break out. So you pretty much have to stick with that one. So the dog locks you into working on Fortitude, basically. It's good because it helps you increase your max HP, assuming you don't die. And then we've got the bird as like they're level 2 monsters. So we've got a level 2 guy that works on HP and a level 2 guy that works on SP. So overall, these are good early game monsters. We just had a little bit of a problem getting it started there. And it'll be much better when we've got people in better armor. We'll be able to buy that soon. A little bit more speed. If we can finish one more round, we should get to 5% more success, which should I think, basically keep us away from ever failing on it. I think if I can get to observation 4, the chances of getting 0 to 6 using instinct are going to be very, very slow. Very, very low. Alright, fella, one more time with the bird. Alright, we got double meltdown. So, as I mentioned, as the emergency level goes up, or the meltdown level goes up specifically, the number of units affected by the meltdown increases, so you gotta watch that. Good news, we've got enough points to finish our observation. So you can see instinct, of course, is the only way to go. And then we've got some cute armor and some cute weapons. I have to get back to Pade fairly quick here. I've been doing it myself. I'd like to spread out the stat gaining here. The trick is, I'm pretty sure now that we've got the 10% extra bonus from this, probably anybody can work with Pade. Like, he's not really that dangerous. It is just, we had really terribly low stats, and without the observation bonus, we just didn't quite have enough temperance or fortitude to really handle it. I think it's going to be relatively reliable now. Maybe not 100% safe, but, you know, safe enough that we shouldn't stress out too much. So, now that I have done Pade a few times, I think it's quite likely that my HP fortitude will go up. So I think it's time for someone else to work it, and Fella's kind of my backup right now. So I want to focus on 2 people first, and I'll start upgrading other people now in the background. So I'm already at Prudence 2. I'll just do 1 or 2 extra birds myself. And the new guys, Jelka and Rides, will just work on 1 sin for the moment, just to keep them safe. Come on, fella. You're supposed to get a 7. That was stupidly close. I don't know, maybe I was wrong, and high plus 10% is still not enough. That's crazy. Finn can go work on the bird a couple times. Maybe we really just need to grind out a little bit of temperance for our success rate. I mean, according to the mouse over, Fella gets a 5% increase in success rate, and I get a 5%. So that shouldn't... I just don't know why. Maybe he just got bad luck. Just good RNG, basically. Because he should have had better odds than I did when I was there because of the plus, you know, the observation percents. I don't know. I'm a little bit scared to work on Pade. I guess maybe what I should do is I should just keep trying, and if I see a 6, or too many black bars, we just end the day immediately. You know, I have been pretty successful. I would like someone else to start gaining fortitude, though, is kind of the... In the grand scheme of things, we need other people besides one person with good stats. Like, it's nice to have... Well, you don't really need 4 people per area, but it's nice to have 2 or 3 strong characters per area once we get going. Also, you know, I do have a quest that I'm trying to get to. If we can successfully stop this breakdown, we'll succeed on our quest. Alright, we got that 7. Try to get my temperance to 2 as well. Someone else. I wonder if Jelka or Rides could handle the bird. Probably not. I don't know. Let's give Finn 1 shot on Pade. He also hasn't had a chance to upgrade his fortitude at all. I mean, it would be nice to buy some more of the armor too, obviously, right? Like, the more Teth stuff we can get, the better we'll be. Yeah, Finn needs some fortitude. Come on, Finn, don't fail us here. If we... Yeah, he looks like he's good. But if I ever see someone looks like they're going to stop at 6, I got to click end day. We're going to go a little bit longer. Gonna send Finn back in here once or twice. I would like to get our original 3 up to like level 2 in our main 3 stats at least. That'd be nice. But we're still just barely cutting it a lot of the times. The next breakdown, all 3 facilities will, or the next cycle, you know. I'll probably need to skip to the next day pretty soon, because we're getting risky here. Okay, we got to 7 again, that's good. That's what counts. We got 2 more armors, plus the extra bird armor, and 2 guns. This is actually probably good enough. Let's finish the meltdowns, and then we'll probably call that a day, I think. Again, I don't want to spend too much time grinding while we're recording, but sometimes it's sort of necessary. Bella, one last trip to the bird before you go. Also, one thing to note is the next room will actually be fairly simple, so I don't need to worry too much about getting perfects here yet. Oh! So I failed there. I wasn't paying very close attention. Let's just click this button there. That's fine. Yeah, everybody survived. We're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. So, if an abnormality escapes and you're in combat with it and you click end day, you're dead, I believe. But if you click it before you get into combat, totally fine. They locked the doors. Everyone went home. It was a fine day. So, Finn. 3 people got promoted. Finn, Blue, and Bella. Level 2 employees. We got some stat gains here, you can see. More SP, finally some HP, which is nice. I went from 15 HP to 51. I went from Fortitude 1 to 3. So, this is what I was trying to say. Having that dog and that bird will be very good for our stats if we can survive. So that's great. I did get Temperance up for the 3 of us. And Fella got almost as much SP as I got HP. So he's doing fine with that bird. And then the new guys, you know, I didn't really send them to do very much, but we'll work on it. We'll work at it. Oof. Woof. Woof. I definitely picked probably 2 difficult ones right off the bat, so making me work for it. Okay, now whenever you're at the 4th, because every department has 4 rooms, the 4th one will always be a tool style room. So these are a different pool of abnormalities than what we've been seeing so far. So you will never see the dog on a tool day, for instance. Many of those who underwent an operation inside the machinery have found rest and become healthy again. So machinery that totally heals you. Save us now and forevermore. The truth shall set us free. Or, excessive aspiration will result in a frenzy. I don't really remember what any of these are. Excessive aspiration. Trying to remember if I have any idea what these will do. I think I remember that one. Sort of. Some of the tools, like, for the most part, you can ignore these a lot more easier than the other abnormalities, the monstrous types. But some of these can become a bit of a pain. You know, becoming healthy, I feel like that's a fair guess. I think this was okay. But we'll go with that one. Are you proud of what you do here? If not, this news will change your mind. After your arrival, the energy output has increased by 13%. Good work, chat. You got us to 13%. A 13% is record-breaking. How do you feel? I'm sure proud. Since you came, the company is doing better. That means you're doing your job. There will be only good news. I won't tell you about the bad news. A machine doesn't flatter easily, or at all. It's good to know that you're happy. I remember your face when you first came here. You were withdrawn, face all grim, and alerted to my presence. It's okay for you to be happy now. Can't you hear the cheerful music? It's a special day. See the glass of champagne? Let's toast. Oh, it's not someone's birthday or the Foundation Day. He lost an employee for the first time yesterday. And many more will follow. I am helping you cope with it. With champagne. And 13% more power. They knew the risks from the beginning. Did they, though? The company grows on their sacrifices. So I think she knows about our resets, guys. She knows you died and got, rebuilt or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure they would feel proud of themselves in their dying breath. Yeah. You should respect them. That is why we're toasting now. Cheers for the deceased! To remember the noble sacrifices that will be redacted from company log instantly. I mean, it could be poison, but I'm sure she could kill us many other ways. Let's just drink the champagne. I will give you some tips. To properly drink a glass of champagne, lightly hold the lower stem of the blah 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 blah. Yes, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Alright, we get to see some new AIs. Let's be honest, Malkuth. You can't suppress the ordeals with the employees you have. Trust me, I'm from the information team. If you do it by yourself, there'd be too much mental damage to the employees. He's got a scarf. Okay. But you saw it. What we need to think about is the mortality rate of the employees and possibilities of abnormalities escaping. Malkuth, Angela said one crazy employee will kill 10 others. I'm Sapphira of the control team. I might make outrageous mistakes in other aspects, but this I know better than anyone else. I know how to treat employees before they go crazy. I have an action guide for it. Honestly, I might be the only one who follows the action guide. Tell me if you need it. I can always share it with you. I'm okay, but the action guide, I don't need weak employees in my department. Weakness means death. To be in the control team means to be better than everyone else. Nah. Please say something, manager. Weren't you watching what happened to the weak employees? They may have been eaten by a dog or a bird. Would you guys please say something? Well, thank you so much for visiting me. I was happy. Let's meet up again next time with the Upper Saphiras. They really didn't say much. Now I will let them know. The mental corruption of the control team employees exceeded the maximum limit. What did the other Saphiras do in the meantime? The control team failed to handle ordeals. Get more employees and stop the ordeals. I will ask other departments for support. So our next quest, complete the Ordeal of Dusk. As the deterrence of the facility, probably defense of the facility becomes, or well, deterrent, I don't know. More abnormalities become agitated. Abnormalities called ordeals that could not be held down will go into a rampage. Like now. Can you calm the employees down by suppressing one of the ordeals at dusk? So, unfortunately, we can't actually do this quest for a very, very long time. Which is good, because the dusk ordeal is very, very dangerous. But it's nice to know about it. The ordeals scale in difficulty from dawn to noon to dusk to midnight. And we don't even have the option of doing dusk ordeals until much further into the game. So we'll take our last research. Let's send employees home, basically. I'll show you the button when we get back into the game. And that's it. So we actually can't hire anyone new because we're full up on slots. Although I could spend some points to raise some stats, which I might do. I think what I would do is get the newbies, Jelka and Rides, to level 2 Temperance and maybe HP, actually. So if you click that button there, click on somebody, click Reinforcement, you can upgrade their stats a bit. Justice is special. It's very expensive. It's like 3 times the cost of other stats. So with that, we can get them to like Temperance and Fortitude level 2 at least. We're just cheating. We're just paying for their stats. Pay to win, guys. But this will get them a lot more survivable. And in fact, I would recommend probably, once we get past the first introduction, generally if you hire someone, you should probably raise at least those 3 stats to level 2, because it's pretty cheap, and it's better to have 1 person with those stats than 4 people with no stats, basically. Because you probably don't have the equipment anyway for all of them. Does anyone else need 1 point? Fella could get a little bit of HP. I'm pretty awesome, obviously. Finn doesn't really have a name, so doesn't get priority. Fella, enjoy some HP. There you go, 7 more HP points for you. Now it's wait, 6 more, whatever. Some number. Anyway, it's just kind of nice that you can do stuff like that. So now we've got 5 people who are a little bit more competent rather than maybe 2 or 3. Alright, I better end the episode here, and I'll do some equipment management in between. And next episode, we will find out what this is. That'll be fun. I still couldn't afford to buy all the dog armor yet, so we don't have all of those. And I must have forgotten to buy that on a retry or something, but yeah, we got the bird armor. And all the one sin armor. Okay, cool. Those of you in the future, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day!